the traditions, the celebrations, the sold-out infield, and it all comes to this, the start of the 2018 WeatherTech Sports Car Championship.
5 years since the merger of Grand Am and ALMS, IMSA celebrated this year's Rolex 24 in style, with motorsport royalty from IndyCar, NASCAR, WEC and Formula One, including 2 times world champion Fernando Alonso.
You have these venues and these names on your head when you are a kid and grow up. You see on television these big races, and one day eventually you are here as a professional racing driver and you are racing in these venues. So motorsport is a lot more than F1.
Or a guy like Fernando Alonso that I love watching on TV, and now I get to race against, so I couldn't think of a better place to start my season.
It's just great to see the mix of drivers, teams, and you know, the international stars that are coming back to Daytona and making the race what it used to be.
Very different to what I'm used to. And the whole concept, changing drivers, endurance racing, it's a lot of fun.
An impressive list of prototypes signed up for IMSA's opener, led by 2017 winners Wayne Taylor Racing.
IMSA's doing a lot right, 20+ prototypes. It's amazing to see the buzz here, the energy, you know, how many fans are coming in on a Thursday even. This is the best I've seen it.
It's going to be one of the most competitive seasons we've ever seen in IMSA, and we're right in the heart of it, and Action Express obviously does an amazing job. They know how to win championships, and they know how to win a Rolex 24-hour.
For the manufacturers, GTLM showcases the crossover to road car technology, and once again 2018 is set up to be a battle for bragging rights.
The aim at the start of every season is obviously to win. Unfortunately, there's 5 other teams and manufacturers that have also got that same aim. Being in the 2nd season with the new car, the new RSR, there's probably a little bit more maybe expected of us. The good people in this team thrive on that sort of pressure.
This is going to be one of those ones that I think is going to go down in the history books as one of the greatest Daytonas there is. A lot of great teams in GTLM. Big thing here is go for the win, but also get some points to move forward in this championship.
Our main goal will be to try and defend the championship for sure. But it is such a hard-fought championship, and we're so close. Every car is so close, and I would say every car can win.
Friday qualifying saw reigning Daytona and season champions WTR earn the top spot, with new driver Renger van der Zande taking pole just ahead of the Penske's.
Joining the championship winning team is something special. I mean, those guys, they know how to win it, and I can see why. They want to have the 100%, that's what they go for. So starting from the pole is something special as well.
As the first major event on the racing calendar, the legendary Daytona 24 Hours carried a special atmosphere. And as the traditional Saturday afternoon start approached, the pressure mounted on the 2 main classes: the ultra-fast prototype cars and the road car-based GTLM entries, both driven by some of the world's top drivers.
It's one of the big races in the world. You know, you've obviously have the 24 Hours of Le Mans, Indy 500, and this one is one of the crown jewel.
The car's sitting out here, there's not much you can do to it now, and you know, it's kind of out of my hands, and I'm relying on the great team of people we have, and looking forward to the green flag here now, and then things will settle down a bit.
I think the weather now will be the key factor this time, and I hope we make the right decisions at the right time. Thank you.
The 2018 WeatherTech Sports Car Championship is underway, and Renger van der Zande from pole position leads for Cadillac. Elio Castroneves in the Acura, the mostly white car, making a storming start round the outside and slots in behind the pole man.
F1 star Fernando Alonso's progress in the United Autosport Ligier was of big interest to the fans. He mixed it with the front runners in the opening hours. As the sun went down, it was the number 5 car of Joao Barbosa leading in prototypes, and Dirk Muller's 66 Ford holding off the Corvettes in GTLM. Almost 5 hours in, and front-runner Jordan Taylor in the number 10 Cadillac experienced a puncture, forcing a pit stop, but tyre problems wouldn't be the only challenge.
We're about 18 hours to go, and we just had a big rainstorm here. Marcel's in our car, and he's doing an amazing job. I mean, he's on slick tyres, and there was a lot of rain. Yeah, we're not the fastest by any means, but you know, we're still there, we're still fighting, we're still battling.
As the track dried, Alonso's United Autosports Ligier also experienced a right rear puncture, and brake problems would ultimately end their podium chances. right rear tyres continued to trouble the prototypes. Punctures forced the number 10 WTR Cadillac into retirement.
Jordan had 1 flat tire, I had 4, and Wayne Taylor and the team, they decided that it's not safe to go out anymore.
As dawn broke, an electrical fire in the number 55 Mazda was the most spectacular retirement, as high rates of attrition hit the front runners.
The leader overall's just been in for a water pressure problem. We just saw that both the Mazdas have had issues. We've seen it up and down the grid, but the drivers as well are starting to make mistakes.
Things were smoother in GTLM, with the Fords pulling out a convincing lead over their competition, the number 67 gaining the upper hand on the sister car after a pit stop. But as the race drew to a close, Action Express nursed their number 5 Mustang sampling Cadillac home in the prototype class, seizing a fine overall win.
Philippe Albuquerque brings home a 1-2 for Action Express. Cadillac reign at Daytona, and the Rolex 24 distance record has been smashed.
We had some slightly big issues with the overheating of the engine, so the last 6 hours we had to pace ourselves a lot. It was very stressful, longest 5 hours of my life, but it was well worth it now.
GTLM is a 1-2 for Ford. Chip Ganassi's organisation has its 200th victory.
It's a big thing for the team. You know, I'm most happy for the mechanics, the engineers, the drivers. Those are the guys that deserve the accolades. I'm a lucky guy. I get to put my name on the door and give them their paychecks every couple of weeks.